feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucs are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Foles. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Noah Spence. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 57 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shifts by him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, Winston. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
At the Bucs 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Foles. Incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 18, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to you.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards on the play.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Let's go.
From the 39, Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, it's Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles looking deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. I was going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Buccaneers 7. Josh Lambeau kicks off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. but the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Now this throw caught left side, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike, 44. Here we go.
Barber on first and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Barber. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll throw again. Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go!
They'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Mike 54. He can't hang. He's not going to give me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. On third down, they run with glue. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 17-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Coming to you, coming to you.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We ain't begin. Don't get nervous. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Ready? Mike 25. Yeah.
To the air again with Winston. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by it. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jameis again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Be alert, be alert. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. 13. Kill. Here we go.
Here's Foles. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Blue. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Foles now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Easy.
Now Foles. He's got the hook up to Lee. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. You can't have a drive go further without scoring than this, but that last yard sometimes can be the toughest. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
elbow now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Now Winston. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 69 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
No, she's at least
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Flip it.
From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yo.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Stop here, D.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That's trash. Where'd he go?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Right 45. Double dog. That's the way.
And they will take a knee here.
Holds on the keeper.
On the ball. Wild Bill.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't